Come on now. Y'all already know what this is. First things first, God did this. Don't get mad with us. I'm your humble host, your man, your myth, your legend, Eric Knight. And we got the one man and the only man that's going to check you in to the Heartbreak Hotel. That's the Heartbreak Prince himself. Man, look, y'all know this is nighttime. Look, we coming every Thursday night for y'all, man, with this. Every time and every Thursday, giving y'all greatness. So we got to talk about AEW Dynamite, baby. Let's get into it. Come on, man. This night felt so special. So many ways, man. I'm not even gonna lie, because when we really talk about how Wednesday, how Dynamite was, okay, this is the Dynamite after All In. This was special. Okay. We talked about this before. We talked about this in the review. This night that we seen All In was magical. Now we come to Dynamite and we kick it off with Adam Hangman Page. Come on. This was beautiful. They told the story, and the story is still being told. Look at this. Adam Page comes out. Okay. He's out here and he literally just says that he says thank you to a lot of people. Okay. Thank Brian Danielson. He thanked, oh my goodness. I mean, he I was almost in tears. I was in tears. I was just so in so many tears. But the thing that really stuck out to me, of course, in the he saved the best for last. I ain't gonna lie. The best thank you when he thanked Swerve. And he said, thank you, Swerve. I said, what? But he said, I don't know if it was for yourself or if it was for your people or it was genuinely for me. But however, I still say thank you. I said, man, this is crazy. This was absolutely insane. Just magical. Magical. Okay. I I'm telling you right now, man, this is something that it was just so good. I mean, I almost shed a tear, but the crowd was hyped for it. I mean, what was crazy? I mean, to see Adam Hangman Page just out here just limping. I mean, you want to talk about hurt. You want to talk about just in pain, but went through it all and still got the job done. That's Hangman Adam Page. Man, then we flash forward to Kyle Fletcher, because it should have been Kyle Fletcher beating Mascara or Dorada. Honestly, man, this was a banger. Don Callis doing what Don Callis does best, watching Kyle Fletcher. He loves Okada. It should have been Takeshita. Man, Don Callis, man. I really love seeing Don, man. He's hilarious. But yeah, man, Kyle Fletcher pulling off this banger of a match. And honestly, Mascara was killing it, man. Like he was doing his thing. But yeah, no, Kyle Fletcher, man. This talk about a banger. Then we flash forward. Oh God, this was hilarious. To the Bucks, man. The Bucks come out. I honestly they come out, they come first of all, because we know the limousine is done with. Okay. They came in the Nissan Sentra, okay? Man was just looking pissed off. Oh man, just looking sad, looking upset, looking just bad. Renee tries to talk to him. She don't respect him. Marina Shafir walks past him, just looks him up and down, walks past him. Then at this point, now they get to their locker room, they done crossed out the EVPs. And that was just Nick and Matt. Come on, man. This was hilarious here. To the point, even now, Ricochet came out. Okay. Said sucks to be y'all. Nick talking about we don't get no respect. What's going on here? This is disrespectful. The fickle in here. Then who comes around? Don Callis. trying to make a deal with the Young Bucks and tries to offer, literally tries to offer, and I kid you not, to come and join the Don Callis family. And Matt's like, nah, I still would never, ever work for you. But then at one point, he said, no, just help me out. This one time. He said, come on. Come on, man. Come on. Nick, come on. Yeah, huh? Ended up hugging this man. Hilarious. I couldn't believe it. Oh my goodness. Then we flash forward to this. Come on. This greatness. Okay. MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, MJF. Come on. The Hurt Syndicate, man. Look, MVP was out there saying, look, they did what they could. They did what they were supposed to do, and they didn't lie. And man, they wasn't lying, and neither was we. Okay. We wasn't capped about none of this. And MJF tells Adam Hangman Page, okay, yeah, you had your moment, yeah. But just know anytime when I'm coming for that title, it's gonna be the right time, it's gonna be the right moment. And he's coming for it. Pause. I said, man, look, we told y'all this was happening. Then we flash forward. Man, come on. To the Bucks, man, they come out. They still about to get the same old EVP entrances. But no, not at all. That is not what happened. These men got an absolute plain, I mean, seriously, a terribly plain entrance that just said Nick and Matt. I mean, come on, like what's going on? Like, man, but we started off that. Come on, like look at this. Look at this. Even to the point where Justin Roberts said formally the EVPs and literally just said, Nick and Matt Jackson, and just walks to the corner. Bro, like just stale, I mean, just hilarious. I mean, come on. This was really good, yo. Like, I'm really loving this. And for me and the Heartbreak Prince, this is our top best tag team of all. And it was crazy. Don Callis said it too. He said, you're the best tag team of all time. You're the greatest of all time. I said, yeah, you tell him, Don. You know what it is. You know what it is. You ain't telling a lie when you tell Nick and Matt Jackson the Bucks that. Come on. But then the Bucks come out, man. They got a match, okay, with the Don Callis family. Look at this. But look at this. Come on. Look at this. Like, what's going on here? You got these guys out here looking like this. Look at this. Come on. No EVPs. No, just young bucks. And you would have thought a kid made this. I'm not even capping. This is crazy. But this was hilarious, man. But yeah, they win. It actually got, I mean, the match, of course, banger. If you got the Bucks in the match, it's gonna be a banger regardless. But they beat Brody King, Bandito, and Jet Speed. And honestly, shout out to my man Kevin Knight, long lost cousin. Let me stop playing. Uh, but yeah, man. Hey, my man Kevin Knight was pulling off some stuff. My man Jet Speed was going. Jet Speed. We know who he is. My man with the kicks. I don't
Speedball,
know why. Speedball.
Speedball,
There we go. I
Mike
don't know why I
Bailey.
couldn't think of his name. Speedball's going crazy. But yeah, no. Honestly, Kevin Knight, like, really did his thing in there, man. And of course, Brody King. I mean, come on, stop playing with him. Man, but again, great match. Even I love the spot that they did at the end of the match with the Bucks doing the super kick to the stump. I said, "Oh my goodness, you guys are just insane." Then we flash forward. Ah, man, look at that! Look at that! Taking them out. Dang. Man, then we flash forward to Cope. Look at Cope, man. Cope comes back, says he didn't save Christian. He wasn't trying to save him. He wasn't trying to do this, that, and third. Wasn't trying to look for a tag team partner. I'm like, all right, bro. All right, say whatever. I mean, but we know that's why, Stop playing, bro. I mean, but he said he's really out here for FTR. and he's ready to get his revenge on him. And he wants their heads. Pause. And I mean, honestly, at this point, you got the man, Big Stokes. Okay, Big Stokes comes down. He said, we sent Tony Khan three or Tony Khan got three higher up emails and they were all approved. And if you even touch FTR, let alone, I said, are you kidding me? Let alone try to shake their hand, you're fired. I said, what? Okay, okay, whatever. That's cool. That's cool. But then he says, well, they said I couldn't touch you. And he literally speared Big Show. Come on, man. Stop playing with him. Then we flash forward to Mark Briscoe, man. Look, he was talking about MJF. He said, if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck. If it walks like a toss like a, hey, I'm going to say what he said, but you know what he said. I ain't gonna lie, man. Mark Briscoe, you doing your thing, man. You doing your thing, man. I ain't gonna lie. You killing over these promos, man. You one of them boys. Okay. Then we flash forward, hey, to this banger of a fatal four-way match with Tekla, Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, and Queen Aminata. But honestly, at the end of the match, okay, Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale literally fight outside the ring. And then it's just left to Tekla and Queen Aminata. And honestly, hey, you was doing your thing, girl. Do your thing, Queen. Queen, you killed it. Okay? But Tekla getting the W, getting that $100,000. That was the thing. Get that cash, get that money. But with the help from Julia Hart and Sky Blue, craziness, Julia Hart spraying Queen Aminata. I said, man, this is crazy work. Then you got Julia Hart out here just helping her and Sky Blue. I like this though. This is interesting. And honestly, I'm excited to see what they do with this. Then we flash forward to the timeless one. Ah, timeless Tony Storm, man. Look, she had a amazing promo. Talked about her and Mercedes. Talked about the journey. She talked about Luther being out. And apparently she didn't. She said it was disclosed, but then she said he's getting something reattached. So at that point, I mean, Tony, you done told us all. I mean, that's pretty much it. But she said that her tits are facing forward. I said, all right, Tony, there we go. But then Athena, Athena pops up with her minion. Stop playing with her. Come on, DeMarcus. What did I tell you? I told you, DeMarcus.
It should have been DeMarcus.
It should have been DeMarcus. Because I told you about Athena. Look at her minion. Man, but Athena says to timeless Tony Storm that she can enjoy whenever she wants to right now. But she says she's gonna, whenever she wants to cash in their contract, whenever she wants to get that contract ready for that match, she said she's not gonna do it on this day or that day. I mean, looking at the contract, her and her minion, insane. But I love the work that they did. And timeless Tony Storm said, okay, she's not afraid. I mean, just Tony Storm, just being she's great. The girl's great, man. Rookie Tony, I love Rookie Tony and Timeless Tony. She's amazing. Then we flash forward to Okada calling out Swerve Strickland. Now, look, this was interesting. He said, "You hurt the Bucks." Come on, man, stop playing. Stop playing with Okada, bro. This is hilarious. But Swerve comes out. When I swear, and this, honestly, you want to talk about what was insane. I said, no, this has got a different type of aura to it. I said, okay, Swerve, I like this. I like this one with Swerve and Okada 100%. This was immediately something I said, oh, I didn't know. I had no idea. I had no clue we were going to go in this kind of direction. But this is the direction that we're going with Swerve and Okada? I'm all for it. Heartbreak Prince, what are your thoughts, man? What you think?
Um, yeah, I specifically about the Swerve and Okada. I thought this was a great way. Like, I mean, they gave him Okada, they gave him a squash match, which is initially my thought process was, why go this route? But then I thought, well, we just unified the titles. So what better way to start his run off with the title than to give him a squash match that he just dominates? I think it was Quintero. Like it took him all of
Yeah.
like 3 minutes. That I don't think Quintero got to even throw a punch, but Okada just destroyed him and gave him the Rainmaker to finish. And then I love how he got on the mic and he specifically called Swerve out and said, you hurt my friends, the Young Bucks. You some word I ain't gonna use right here, right now.
Because
But
if you can't get in when you
but
fit
you
in,
fit in.
we gonna be all right. No,
So Swerve, he comes out and I like it was just short, straight to the point, no words mixed here, and just like, what are you gonna do about it? And that's where they leave it. And he just, Don Callis gets in and breaks him up because I think that's what's best for him. At this point in time, Swerve is an EVP. He can make things worse for him just like that. And so yeah, I thought that was a good little setup, and I think that's a really good match to lead up to see Swerve and Okada going at it for the combined championship or the unified championship, which I think is great. Um, the opening of the show, just Hangman Page, the energy, the life,
come on.
the bravado, I just is so much to it. Like he's feeling himself. I feel like he's a way more confident person within himself this go around than he was, maybe in his
On the
first
first one.
time where he
Yeah.
had the AEW championship. And I think it's going to be a different run for him. I think, like he said in his press conference, having the opportunity to carry the AEW title or get the AEW title at the first time, he was like, the next day it was like, okay, so what do I do now? Because his goal was just to get the title, not about what it takes to keep it up, to maintain it, to be day in, day out on the grind as the champion and face of AEW. And so I think he has a different perspective now, and you can kind of see that. And I love that growth, that maturation there. And I just, I just applaud him. The promo was great. He thanked everybody, that was involved in his rise to getting to where he is today. And of course, the crowd was going crazy for Swerve when he finally got down to him thanking Swerve, because just their back and forth, their what's the word I'm like, rivalry. I mean,
Yeah.
it did change both men, and I think it also changed AEW as well. I mean, that death match was brutal, and Texas death match was brutal. And I was like, man, you know what? Now I think about it, Hangman Page, he loves being in these types of matches. Him and Moxley in the Texas death match, that was perfect. It was right up their alley. Because the one he did with Swerve was phenomenal as well.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's his thing. I am excited to see where he goes with this. I'm excited to see kind of what's next for him as the AEW champion.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem like they're going immediately into a rematch against John Moxley and the Death Riders. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks loved the Bucks.
Come on, bro. Yeah.
So if you've been following the show, we talked about it before, and I said, I really don't want to see Nick and Matt Jackson lose the EVP title because they are the EVPs. And I'm thinking, like, what story could you possibly tell with Will Ospreay and Swerve, being the new EVPs? And then I got my answer. Like, I thought what they did was just pure brilliance.
Yeah.
The way, because you're used to seeing the EVPs enter the arena a certain way. That's gone. They got bare bones minimum to get there. Then, you're used to them, having the fancy like back room, changing room, locker room, whatever. They're going downstairs into the basement. They got a door that was right next to like a bathroom or a shower. And instead of saying EVPs, the guys down there with a magic marker marking through that and just writes their name on it. I mean, it's just it's stories, it's levels. I absolutely love it. And then to follow that up and show like the continued downfall of Nick and Matt Jackson as the EVPs, they come out, they're introduced, they have no pyro. So they're doing their pose, and then they're waiting for the power to hit. It doesn't hit, and they turn around what the hell? It was just comedy. It was comedy. I loved it, and I thought they sold it very well. But when they got in the ring and that bell went ding, 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 bruh,
Come on,
the
now.
match
Phenomenal.
they put. I mean, I can't say it enough.
What
I
Don
can't say it
Callis
enough.
say? You're the greatest tag team
Yes,
of all time.
of all time.
I
I believe Tony Schiavone was agreeing, and they were saying the same thing. Taz was talking about them. Like they are. I mean,
it's
they
just
are
known.
just.
Like if people say whatever,
It's just a known fact at this point. It's just a
come on
fact.
now.
Okay, there's no other empirical data you can show that says that Matt and Nick Jackson are not the greatest tag team of all time. Like
In the universe.
your eyeballs when you watch it and put them on the television says that's greatness. The title, the championships says that's greatness. Like everything about it. Like they are just phenomenal. I mean, like I said, this is AEW Dynamite. How many times do you see like wrestlers? I'm not saying mail it in or anything of that nature, but like just they give you pay-per-view quality work. Like, it's like
Every
they don't
time.
know how to every time. They don't know how to do anything less. Just phenomenal. And so just again, another match that you can watch and you can just see why. Like, yeah, these guys are for real. This is what tag team wrestling is. And it's Nick and Matt Jackson. So shout out to them. And then, of course, I can't wait to see how this continues to go because now that they're with Don Callis, I said, how far has the mighty fallen where they finally had to kind of bend the knee to Don Callis because he's the only one right now that's going to give them anything that will make them feel remotely close to what they had when they were EVPs. And so it's interesting to see because right now they understand that the only way to get back to where they need to be with Don Callis. Don Callis is going to ride for his team. So look at what he's done for Okada. Look at what he's tried to do for Takeshita. Look at what's the other one?
Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher.
And so, but yeah, I'm that's good. That's a good story there. And then of course I gotta hop real quick to the Hurt Syndicate.
Oh yeah.
MVP does a great job being the mouth for the Hurt Syndicate. And then I love how he just cuts away and just lets MJF do his thing. Like MJF doesn't need a mouthpiece. And MJF promo he cut fire. I know like MJF he's gonna cash this thing in at the right time. I'm excited to see like him and Hangman Page, their rivalry, how this thing's come about between them and that because he kind of said he don't even have to use the contract to get a match or to face Hangman. And so I'm sure there's going to be some tournament, number one contender thing. He may be able to win it outright and hang on to contract a little bit longer. Because I just like if he cashed in right now, Hangman's too hot. He's too hot. It's buckshot lariat. You're done all day long. So I think he needs to be smart about it, which I think MJF will. And I can see a title being around his waist, before too long. So I think he's going to get it back. I think the Hurt Syndicate is going to be draped in gold. I don't know what they're going to do about the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby and Shelton Benjamin, because them boys are bad. Them boys are tough. And I just don't see anybody in the business. Maybe FTR. I do like FTR. But the Hurt Syndicate, all they do is hurt people. And I mean, I love it. I love how MVP said, we've been begging you, please, somebody come take these titles from us. I love it.
God.
Absolutely love
it.
He's begging. He's begging. And I'm talking like Keith Sweat. Nobody. But lastly, I have got to give my favorite spot, my favorite segment of the night. It was brilliant. It was funny, and it was from a wrestler that I just respect. I love, and it is the one and only timeless Tony Storm. That's right. As she said, and I quote, "This whore you all adore, this skank you want to spank, this tramp is still the champ." And she told Athena after her whole promo, "If you are able, I will bend you over the table because I am timeless." Tony Storm. I said, You go, girl. You talk your ish.
That is crazy.
Her aura is insane.
Insane.
It's beyond 9,000, or it's over 9,000, as they said in Dragon Ball. Her aura is insane. I mean,
it really is.
She had the crowd just eating out of the palm of her hand, and she was just dropping poetic bars, and it was just
literally,
it was brilliant, man. I was in there crying, laughing at this because I'm just like, the stuff that she says. Who comes up with this? Like, and her delivery of it. This whore you all adore, and the crowd's going crazy. This skank you want to spank. Yeah. This lady's crazy. She is A1, man. Tony Storm is A1. Timeless Tony Storm is A1. Love her. That was my favorite little segment, just because it was just funny. It was just dripping confidence, that aura, that it was great. I definitely loved it. And so I know you still got one more match, of course, the match that ended that you need to talk about, but it was good, man. AEW.
No, it was. I was going to say, we can keep talking about it before we talk about that main event, because even that one was crazy.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it was just so much, like, great stuff going on, man.
It was. Briscoe's promo, great.
Oh,
I love the ladies match, the women's match.
They have been over-delivering every time.
Man, Queen Aminata.
Come on, man.
I just
that Queen's crown.
I love it, man. I didn't see. I wanted her to do the off with her head. Like, that's what I wanted to see again.
Yeah.
But she did her own little version of La Primera, though. I was like, it's a little too close. When she got the legs up and she was just ramming into her butt.
I was like,
and I couldn't help but go.
I felt like that was crazy for me. I was like,
yes, man. But no,
I said Queen is going crazy.
Yeah, but Queen is she needs to keep going. I am I don't know why. I know it might seem completely random. I am feeling the Queen. I think she can be a good star.
For queens.
Yeah, I do. Love it. I love my black queens. But I think she can be a star. I think she just needs to continue to keep putting on good shows, good matches. She's almost there. But yeah, it was good. Like I said, I just think AEW did a great job for the show after All In. I was entertained from beginning to end. I really can't think of a dry spot in there. Like, everything, and even how everything just flowed. It was just great. It was very
natural.
Yeah. It was real good.
It was really good, man. Like, even another thing with that Fatal 4-Way match, how, like, my thing, honestly, with Julia Hart and Scott Blue helping Tekla. I said, whoa, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
So I like, like, the side of it. Man, what? I said, this is instant. I said, I really like this. Like, I liked how they looked. I like this. I was like, I'm looking forward to seeing them together, possibly doing some promos or something, because I really enjoyed that. Yeah. One thing too, honestly, man, just like we were talking about with the Bucks, I love that whole segment. Like, again, the dude crossing everything out and just saying, I said, man, this is comedy. Like, again, I
You
felt
almost
that
felt
same way
sorry
how you
for
feel.
him. You almost felt
Yeah,
sorry for him.
I said, damn, this is really the downfall of the Bucks.
And when
I
you
said,
think about how great their match was at All In, and for this to be the outcome, like that match was A1. It was
hey,
S
come on.
tier. It was great. And this is what they
This
get for putting on a match like that.
exact. But I like how Swerve looked because now I was like, oh, so Swerve is the EVP, or at least one. And I'm like,
Yep.
my man came with the suit.
He
I
came in the
said,
suit. I was
now
I'm gonna see if I
this is
find
a
it now.
different aura. This is a
Yep.
different aura. So
He had the
like
suit on.
this. Man was clean. That was some people say that boy sharp.
That boy shot right there.
That boy sharp.
That boy shot.
Man, I said, okay, Swerve. So now he's the EVP. I'm like, so what if when Will Ospreay comes back? Will he be suited up? I mean, you
Hey,
gotta do it for
suited and
Tommy,
booted.
the Power Ranger,
Let's
because
go.
he gonna be a little
It's
more
morphin' time.
spiffy. I'm gonna tell you this, at this point. You know what? You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna say this for the Power Ranger fans. This is the comparison. What's gonna happen with Will Ospreay? I'm about to cook with this. So if y'all know the history of Power Rangers, you know how Tommy is. Tommy was the Red Ranger, the White Ranger, and also the Black Ranger. Power Rangers, Donald Thunder. I'm about to go insane with this. Now, Tommy was a whole different man at this point in time. Okay, my man was the teacher, had the whole suit. That is how Will Ospreay is about to be. This is about to be a new reformed version of Tommy. Y'all want to keep playing these games? Now I'm gonna hit you with bars with that one. Think about that and sit on it. Pause. Okay. But anyway, as I broke that whole thing down for the people that want to keep saying my man Will Ospreay is a Power Ranger, Will, we know you're gonna be coming back soon,
Will is
and we
that dude,
can't
man.
wait. He
You can
is.
say what you
He
want.
is.
That dude,
They
he
can
is
say,
that dude.
come on now. He's one of the great.
Yeah.
People are even saying like Will Ospreay is probably in my Mount Rushmore now
Yeah,
and
that
probably
dude.
forever,
That
and
dude,
that's
yes. Yes.
100% facts.
Yeah.
One of
Yeah.
those guys
He's
again.
my number one favorite. My number one favorite wrestler in the world right now.
Like, and that's been for you. That's been your pick for years, and
Yeah.
we've been saying that for a long time. Oh, Will
When I first
Ospreay.
watched New Japan and I saw him wrestle, I said this man is amazing. Like this dude is amazing, and he was skinny. Like the
Yeah,
Will
that was
Ospreay we see
young
now.
Will Ospreay.
Yeah, young Will Ospreay was skinny, but that
Like,
dude was a monster. And then he
crazy.
actually gained weight or put on weight to be able to compete with it for the heavyweight or in the heavyweight bracket for New Japan or whatever. And then he beefed up to what he is now. But man, Will Ospreay, yeah.
Come on.
I mean, and you can go back and watch matches that were like on like little small promotions that he's done, and it just
one with him and Walter.
him and Walter, man, man, like that's
insane.
a bad boy.
That was a
bad
different version of Walter. That was when Walter was doing stuff with anybody.
Yeah,
that was the real ring general right there.
I miss Walter.
Yeah, man, come on. A lot of people don't understand. Like, Gunther. Nah,
Yeah,
Walter was the one. That was a different time. That was the black and
when you
gold.
say Walter,
I
think about those chops, and he was a big boy too, and he was big.
Husky. That boy was husky.
He was husky, and man, yeah.
Come on, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. See, people don't be knowing. But, Will Ospreay is that guy. And honestly, I do feel like he probably is going to come out with that suit. And that'd be pretty dope to see. But I'm really intrigued, really, with this whole thing with MJF, Mark Briscoe, him saying this stuff with Mark Briscoe. What is that going to include with him? Will he be the one? It's kind of crazy how they doing this whole contract thing. I really love this. I love this concept, even with Athena, with the whole thing with her and Thomas Storm. I feel like this, it gives a lot more for him.
It does, but then, do you think Athena is really going to be the one? Do you think they really going to go that route and let I know this is super early.
I need to remember how the contract thing goes because I thought it was like. I don't think it's the same concept as Money in the Bank. Do you get an actual? I thought you get an actual full match.
Yeah, and because I think don't they have a year as well? Like they can cash in anytime or something like that. Yeah, or
so I guess they can choose whatever pay-per-view.
But it is guaranteed a match for that. But my thing is when she finally does it, because she's got to wait. I just, you know what? I can't see her doing it right now. It's too early. It's too soon. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she needs to give it another few more months, and then it'll be the right time. Because I honestly, I would be happy for Athena to see her win like a main programs
Yeah.
like championship, because I have a soft spot in my heart for her from
I mean, we all do.
NXT,
You gotta,
and
you
then the
gotta
way,
love
yeah, and
Athena.
then when she was in WWE, and it just is never, when she got to the main roster, yeah, it just didn't work. But I would like to see her, to win a main like title, like a main brand's title. That'll be
Yeah,
cool.
because she's killing them. She's literally the face of ROH.
Of
Like,
ROH, yeah,
yeah, like she is the face of Ring of Honor. And
yeah.
I'm like, she's the
And I didn't
forever
know she
champion.
bought a
It's true though.
promotion. She bought a wrestling promotion too herself, and kind of
Oh
runs that. I'm like,
wow.
yeah, because she was talking about that in the press conference, and I had no idea, but she was like, yeah, they were going out of business. I think it's an all women's wrestling type of promotion or something like that, and they're getting ready to do their first all women's show, like I guess type of pay per view or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And so
That I think I know it's okay. I'm gonna have to look that up
yeah, I
because
can't remember the
there is
name of it. What she said, I
yeah,
have to
because
go back and watch it
it's
again.
on Tubi though. Because
Okay,
there is this all women's but it was like from years ago. And I said, what the heck is this? And
then it
sometimes
might
what
be
I'll
it.
do is I'll like skim through it. I'm like, let me see if I can see a familiar face. And I said, oh, there go Athena.
Yeah.
So that might be that same one.
That
I'll
might be the
definitely
same
look
one,
into
because
it
she
for
said they
sure.
started
Yeah.
going through like a hard time or whatever, and they wanted to sell it, and so she bought it to try to keep it going. And Tony Khan seems like he's a big supporter of it too. So like I just thought that was cool, because I had no idea she had done that. But I'm like, man, she's a hardworking lady. She got that going on. She's face of ROH. I thought she deserves it. She deserves it. But yeah,
Yeah.
but
She's killing
it's still gonna be hard to overcome that whore we all adore. That skank we want to spank. Like it is something about Timeless, man. I don't know, and truth be told, like I I don't look at her and say like she's the greatest athlete, female woman's like wrestling athlete. It's just she's the total package to me, where she's good in the ring, and then she's just phenomenal as a character and as a person on the mic and as a storyteller. And it's so it like all of that
everything. It's
together.
just
It just,
natural
yeah,
too.
like you have some wrestlers that are just phenomenal in the ring, but maybe their character isn't the best. Then you have, some that maybe have good character work, but then their in ring is not the best. But she has, I'll say, B plus in ring talent, and then but her daggone performance, her storytelling, like that is just A plus plus plus. Like it just, she's phenomenal. Tony Storm. I can't say it enough. That girl, man, she is that girl.
Yeah. Yeah, man. She is timeless for a reason. Man, but so let's go ahead and talk about the main event. This was crazy. Okay. Honestly, Adam Page and John Moxley, I really questioned how were any of you two even able to have a match 5 days after All In. I said, my God, these men are not human, especially Moxley. I said, you know what? I know Mr. Exclusive said he ain't not have no aura, but after seeing how he came, how he came out, I said, nah, man, there's a new aura on this man. I don't know what the heck it was, but when I seen Moxley come out, I said, wait a minute. I think Look, man, that was crazy. I really enjoyed. I said, man, something about Moxie feels different. Everything about everybody feels different. It's like a new. Everybody has evolved as a character after what happened at All In. Things have shifted, and it feels different. It feels like just like whoa, this is the whole new. This is what AEW feels like again. And it's like last year. It's like you really think about it and go down the history of what happened last year to this year. They were telling the story. Some people weren't understanding it. And I was like, man, something about what AEW's doing. I said, I know they're cooking here. I said, I don't think people are noticing this. And then we flash forward to now. And look what we have gotten. I'm proud of them so man. I'm proud of these guys. They've done some magic here. And then how they even did this match here? Come on, man. We had first of all Hangman, Adam Page, Will Hobbs, Mark Briscoe, and the Death Riders. And you know what happened? Hangman got that roll up, but Darby Allin was sitting out there watching from afar. See Adam Hangman Page getting that roll up, but Darby Allin was sitting there watching John Moxley talking like yo. And this is the finish right here. This was insane. Man, look, I honestly, genuinely feel like they are creating moments. I don't even know if y'all peeped. When I was watching that match with Kyle Fletcher, okay, I was like, whoa, if y'all noticed some of the camera work was getting better. They were changing up angles. I said, okay, y'all are doing some stuff that I'm liking here. Okay. AEW stepping the game up, man. I'm liking this. You know, it's so crazy. People say all this stuff about, WWE and AEW, but you think about it, there's a lot of stuff AEW was doing, and WWE took some stuff. You know what's funny? They both take from each other. You want to talk about these press conferences? Who was doing those first? AEW. Why did it get popular? Oh, CM Punk did what he did. Come on now. Stop playing. WWE got they little, the press conference after. Okay, now that's what y'all doing. Okay, bet. Y'all want to do these different angles? Okay. AEW said bet. And they're not even trying to compete. That's the crazy thing. They in their own lane, but they're improving on what they want to do. And what I'm liking what they did, I'm looking at the angles, I'm like, oh yeah, nah, they doing something, but they've been doing this. They've been doing different camera angles. And see, that's what's crazy. Then we say, yeah, we're gonna get what's his name? I don't even, but I ain't gonna lie, he do be killing those angles on WWE too. But AEW been doing some crazy like cameras from the ring post. All this other camera, man, what? Come on. That's when everybody was trying to say, what new angle can we get from here? Figure it out. That's what they be doing. But I loved everything AEW's doing, man. Tonight, well, not tonight, last night felt magical. I felt like, yo, this is really an aura feeling. And then they talking about, yeah, we getting on the road to Forbidden Door. I can't wait. What's up, Tyler? Good to see you, man.
What up, Tyler? Thanks for joining us.
Can't wait. Yeah, thanks for joining us, man. I can't wait to see what they do with this. I mean, Darby Allin. Now that we kept saying what's going to be next for John Moxley and the Death Riders. We see now with Darby Allin. I'm excited. I'm really loving how Darby's still keeping that Sting aspect to him. Like, yeah, this is who I've been with. This is one of my biggest heroes. And he's doing Sting-like stuff. You watching this man, John Moxley, from the top of the box with the spotlight on you. Like Sting do that back in the WCW days, man. Come on. Like they wasn't doing that together. He's giving that vibe, man. Dropping from the ceiling. Who else did that? Sting did. Who else he been with? Sting. Stop playing with him. He knows what he's doing. I'm not gonna lie, man. Y'all want to talk about all this stuff by AEW don't got no stars. Look at this. Look at the aura that's coming off of these people. Did you hear the pops? Did you hear the pops that was going on when they seen Adam Hangman Page come out with the title? Did you hear the pops when they seen Darby Allin sitting at the box? Did you hear the pops when they had Swerve coming out with Prince Nana? Y'all want to talk about them with no stars? Every single match, everything that happened on this call, everything that happened on this episode, fire. I was mad it was a commercial because it was so good. I'm telling, I just, when it comes to when you're staying in your own lane and you're just letting yourself cook up by yourself and ain't worrying about nobody. You just minding your own damn business. This is what happens, people. Take this as a lesson. Mind your damn business and stay in your lane. And you can have an all-in magical moment. You can have a great dynamite to all in like they did last night. That's insane, man. Heartbreak Prince, what are your thoughts, man? What do you think?
Yep. I liked the in and there. It was very nostalgic.
Feel you on that, Tyler.
When you got Tyler, I do. I like the
100%, 100%.
I liked the nostalgia feeling that it gave me when I saw this. Like it was like, man, Sting was his mentor, and now he's kind of mimicking that. And I remember being a kid watching WCW, and Sting was always in the rafters looking just, you didn't know, like, he had that sad, depressed like look or whatever,
Yeah.
but it was just something about it, especially when the NWO was taking over everything, and it was like he was the hero, he was going to be the knight in shining armor type of thing, and he dropped down from the ceiling, wreak havoc with the baseball bat and all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, that's the vibe I got yesterday when I saw this there, like toward the end, and I was like, man, and that's why I said that, I don't know if they're going right into a John Moxley Hangman Page rematch type of thing, because it seems like they're building towards a Death Riders versus Darby Allin. And like Darby Allin sees the Death Riders as this faction that needs to be stopped or put away for good, and he's always going to be up for the challenge. That's right up Darby Allin's right up his path. But I like that, and I got my eye on it to see where that is going for sure. The match, the three-way match, Moxley, I got to give it to him. Hangman limping. I mean, after coming off such a grueling, such a crazy match like they had in All In, where that Texas Death Match took a lot out of both of them. Hangman's limping, Moxley's all taped up over the head where he got poked, like stabbed with a fork, not poked, stabbed. Let me correct myself, stabbed with a fork multiple times. I mean, that scene was just insane. Just when he busted him over with the fork. Oh, yeah, God. It was like, oh my God.
Y'all are sick.
Yeah. What they put their bodies through and what they did, and for them to come out Wednesday, and then be in another match and go again. Great stuff. And of course, Hangman Page gets the win for his team there. But something small I want to point out. Well, I say small, but it's something we talk about every week. And I noticed this. It is what it is. Wait, Wheeler Yuta, man. My man. Any other time you're watching a tag team match, the person that gets tagged in usually comes in hot. It's the hot tag. The person comes in, they're on offense, and they just start wrecking shop until, eventually, the tides change. I think he was the first tag in the history of tag team matches where he got tagged in and took a beat down from the time he stepped in the ring until the time he was finally able to get tagged back out. He had zero offense. He got tagged in and immediately took a beat down from, Powerhouse Hobbs. Yeah. Took a beat down from Hangman Page, and who was the other gentleman?
Mark Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe. Man, and I was like, get Will out of here. Like, get him out of here right now, because my man cannot catch a break. He's getting to the levels where he's becoming worse than Big Jim.
I'm coming
into these matches.
It's crazy.
Even at All In, he took the Muscle Buster and got pinned. He can't win for losing. Wheeler Yuta, man, you talk about no aura. That's that right there.
Yeah, no, for real. No,
the match itself still good, still great. Like I said, they delivered. I like the way it ended. This is big for Darby Allin, and I do like it. Now, especially with him coming back, going into a match like this with with Moxley, if that's what they're building to. And I just want to see, because he's gonna need more. It's gonna have to be more than just Darby. I mean, you're talking about the Death Riders, so it's gonna take more than just Darby. But I'm very curious as to how this story comes together here, watching this, and if this is Darby's new thing. Like, is his whole new thing is really just like a Sting 2.0 or whatever you want to say. Like, the always in the rafters, always,
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I'm for it. I'm for it. I like it because I feel like he's been with Sting. He's been in the trenches with
yeah,
Sting. They've tagged together, been champs together.
yeah,
Come on. It's like he pretty much passed the torch to him.
yeah,
So it's like,
yeah,
yeah, you know what, Darby? You got it, bruh.
yeah,
You got, and it's just a different form because it's like he's not being Sting, because we've known Darby to be the real Daredevil. That's the
yeah,
real Matt Murdock
yeah,
for real.
yeah.
Okay, you want to talk about it?
Yeah,
That man is for real.
yeah,
Okay, that man is just off and drop. I mean, what
yeah.
the
Coffin drop
like?
some of his indie stuff, man.
Like
Yeah,
what?
yikes.
That man does not put himself in a freaking body bag
Yeah,
and rolls
and roll.
down the
Yeah,
entry. Come on.
yeah, yeah,
He don't care. He does what he does, and he just it's crazy. Mm. So I said
10 hours long on pay-per-view. Yeah, now.
yeah.
Mm,
But you know what? I just like I said, man, that was one of those pay-per-views that literally was okay to have.
yeah.
But I like the time. I like the time that they
Yeah, it
started. They
started at
started at
3.
3, and it was like, we was done at what,
6
8:55.
hours long. It was like but it was their WrestleMania. So like,
Yeah. It was 8
WrestleMania
matches
now,
though, so it was like,
it
well, I
was.
guess 10 if you count the 0 hour.
And then you talk about like WrestleMania gets to get split up over 2 days, because WrestleMania is roughly 6 to 7, 8 hours itself. It's split
Yeah.
across the 2 days. They don't split it, but yeah, I mean, we all know
When
that
they
AEW
didn't,
pay
come
per
on.
views. Yeah, we all know AEW pay per view. Yeah, because that one year, I think the last year that they did WrestleMania, where it was
35
all on one day, we were
and
it was like
34.
12. It was like 12 in the morning, like just past 12 in the morning or something like that. When that pay per view, we were all together watching it. It was insane. But we all know
Insane.
AEW has a thing with long pay per views, but it's also one of those things where I admire. Like, I like the fact that they give you your money's worth. And I'm not saying they could, if it was shorter, you wouldn't be getting your money's worth. But in a day and age now where you got PLEs, WrestleMania, you can just watch if you have a Peacock subscription. Like back in my day, I remember like wanting like my parents to pay for like In Your House and WrestleMania and
Mm-hmm.
SummerSlam and all these things, but it cost. It was like, boy, we ain't got no money, we ain't got no
Yeah.
money for that. So it was like, yeah,
That things used to be
man,
$50, man. Them
man,
things was
yeah. And so like
expensive.
now, yeah, and now I just turn on the TV to Peacock because I have a subscription or whatever, and I can watch
Crazy how
any,
life has evolved and
So
wrestling has evolved.
exactly. So with AEW still having that old school like pay-per-view thing, I mean, I will say when I paid my $50, I wasn't upset by it, because I was like, they gave me a great show. Like, that was well worth $50. The entertainment was well worth $50.
Yeah.
But
And
again,
then
Tyler,
it's like you can watch it again.
you can watch it again. But Tyler, I can't argue. I mean, but that's been a thing for AEW for a minute now with these long pay-per-views. Hopefully they'll get that together. I don't mind if it's their big show, it going to like roughly, if they can get it down to roughly 3 hours, we're good. But if on their like WrestleMania style, if it goes
Yeah.
4 hours, okay. But
But the
that
only
was
thing
still
is,
6
it's
hours.
like I think it's like they don't do as many pay-per-views as like WWE.
WWE,
Like,
yeah.
because like they have Dynasty, which I like Dynasty. I really enjoy Dynasty. Like Dynasty, Revolution, Full Gear,
Yeah.
Forbidden Door. Like, it's not too many,
Yeah.
All In. It used to be what, All Out. Used to be the one from last year.
All out. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think they do as many when we think about WWE. We're getting like every 3 weeks,
Yeah.
every
Because they got
it's
another one
bruh.
this weekend, right? Coming up. Or is it no, next weekend is the next
No, so
PLE.
SummerSlam. I think. Well, no. Slammiversary's happening.
Slammiversary, yeah.
Yeah, for TNA. So Slammiversary's happening this Saturday.
That's what it is. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
And then SummerSlam's in a couple of weeks.
Couple of
Like
weeks.
what, 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, that'll
And
be our
that's
full.
already a whole bunch of
That'll
stuff.
be our full. We'll be 1 year old. Like that'll be our 1 year anniversary. But yeah, again, Tyler. Yeah, he is. Holding up the one. And then Mr. One came back Monday. Anyhow, yeah, Tony Khan is cooking with those pay-per-views. Can't argue there. I want to see more hardcore, pure pro wrestling. Yeah, hey, you got to have a stomach for stuff like that because it was definitely glimpses of ECW back in the day. Like that Texas Death Match was all there. Like I don't know if I want to see people put their bodies through that level of punishment all the time for entertainment.
There's a lot of promotions that do that.
When the story is right and when the time is right, and I think that match met the circumstances, hey, you can deliver. Even with all that, like all the blood, gore, guts, all that stuff, like it's cool to see like the tolerance and the pain level of these wrestlers. But for me, that still wasn't even the best match of the night. I still thought the Young Bucks, Swerve and Ospreay had the best match of the night, and there was no blood, no guts, no gore, but yeah, I think it depends. For me, it depends. Like I don't want to see that just to see it, like just so you can get my eyeballs, because it takes away.
I will say if you want to see something more like that, definitely check out Lucha Underground. You're gonna get some real good.
Hey,
you want to see that,
Tyler? You got to end. Because he was a double. He was just in Double or Nothing in Arizona. It was awesome.
Ooh, okay.
Let's go, Tyler. Let's go.
Hey, congrats. See, I know you've seen greatness.
Yeah,
ain't nothing like, man, Double or Nothing, boy.
Yeah,
man. But I mean, honestly, this was a great show. Hey, Tyler, man, we appreciate you.
Definitely appreciate you, Tyler.
Chatting it up with us, man. Oh man. But as always, please make sure y'all follow all of our social medias, man. Facebook, we on that. X, we on that. Instagram, we on that. TikTok, we on that as well.
We on that.
Come on now. Appreciate all the love and support y'all been giving us. My TikTok family, love you guys. Whether it's my man Heels from Heels for Life, Megatron, OV Dub. What's up with y'all? Joshy, Saint. Okay, Godfather, all of you guys, appreciate you guys, all the love and support you guys give. Being in the panels with y'all it's always a pleasure. Okay, but we always need y'all to support these social medias so we can keep giving y'all that content the exclusive way. Come on, man, y'all already know this, man. But as always, I'm your humble host, your man, your myth, your legend, Eric Knight, and we had the one man and the only man that could check into the Heartbreak Hotel. That's the Heartbreak Prince himself, because we are the exclusive Knights, and we always ensure that we are the best there is,
the best there was,
and the best there ever will be.
Excellence of execution. I love it.
That's to ensure that your Knights will never be the
same. And as usual, if you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for you. Thank God.